Welcome back, everybody. This is the season premiere for the Raft series. This is season 2. Where we left off last season, we had built the antenna array and the receiver and did some upgrades to the ship in preparation for exploring the large islands. So before we get started, I wanted to show you guys a little bit about what I have built. So where we left off, you guys got to see, the basic that I had built. We have created all of these net catchers, which will automatically grab stuff from the ocean floor. Something that I like doing when I play this game is I want to create a wide enough surface area with these guys that as we float through the ocean, these net catchers will grab the entire vein of debris that's in the ocean. It's about 28 to 30 tiles wide. So if you build a large enough catcher, it'll grab everything off the surface and you don't have to worry about fishing for the supplies. The only thing you have to do is jump in the water and grab this stuff when you hit the islands. We're not going to do that to this island. We're going to go ahead and just float away from this, preparing to turn on the receiver. So what I've also done while at the end of last season, is I built this additional storage space to store all the collectibles throughout the game. I built some extra furnaces so that we can smelt more items quickly. I put up all these storage boxes, so once I collect the stuff from the net catchers, I bring them up here and I organize them into the boxes. So each line has its own item. So I have a wood box. I think this is the plastic box. This one will be the palm leaf. This one is the rope, and then up here I have the scrap. Coming over to this side, most of the items for smelting and crafting are on this side. So I have the raw ore down here and the completed ore up there. Same thing here. The vine, the seaweed in here, and the vine goo up there. So all I have to do is just grab what I need, drop it in the furnaces, and then wait for it to convert. In here I have the sand and glass. These two are rocks and the clay. We have feathers in there, and we have giant clamshells in there. So I get the feathers from these guys here. I put 2 bird nests up top, and I made myself a bow and arrow. So instead of trying to stab them with that, with the spear, I just shoot them once with the bow and arrow, and then I collect the feathers, the chicken meat, bird meat, whatever, and it usually gives me, sometimes it'll give me back my arrow, sometimes it doesn't. Alright, so back here I created a little cooking station for myself. So I have a bunch of these cooking stations here, which you can find up underneath the food. It's the cooking pot. So you have different recipes that you can make different high quality meals that increase your food bar. So for example, we have these require goat milk, an egg, and then these 2 fishes for a fish stew. We also have fruit compot, however you want to say that. Every time I see it, I think of compost, but I don't think that's what it is. But we don't have any of those berries. You get those off of large islands. One of the recipes I do know from playing previously is 2 potatoes and 2 onions. You stick these down on the table like this. And then you hit the E to start cooking. It'll cook it up, and you will need bowls to pick it up. I think with just that one makes 1. So when that finishes cooking, I will pick it up. And when you eat it, it gives you additional health. So you're not, scrounging for food quite as often. All right. So that's what I've created there. We expanded the raft a little bit at the end of last season. If you watch the last season, you'll see the speed through where I'm doing a whole bunch of work right at the end. This will be later this season, we're going to be building more onto here to complete this room. This is going to be the food room. We'll have some stairs that'll go down here. As you can see, we got stairs that come up there. I built some stairs here for quick access up top. Come up here, get into the food cooking area, or excuse me, the storage area, food cooking. We'll have stairs that'll go down. And that will lead us to the engine room. So somewhere right in here, we're going to create the engine room. Once we complete some more of the storyline, we'll have the ability to make engines, fuel generators, auto refill, auto fill, all that good stuff. So it's a lot of fun. Something else that I did is I armored all these edges so the shark can no longer destroy any of these tiles that have been armored. What I mean by armored is I took a metal ingot and some nails and turned it into a metal tile. The shark can still eat these wooden ones, which is fine. I just kind of let him do it. I don't even worry about killing him anymore, because I can just rebuild them pretty quickly. Eventually, we'll have a row of these net catchers that goes straight across there. They'll be all armored, which will protect all this interior part here. So something to keep in mind with the foundation tiles. These guys here are foundation tiles. Everything that sits in the water is considered one foundation tile. I'm not quite sure if the net catchers are considered one. I know that when you get engines, it comes into play and it shows a picture of these guys. So I don't know if it counts the net catchers as one, but you have the engine will be able to push your raft based on how many of these tiles. To my knowledge, if I recall correctly, it's 100 foundation tiles for each engine. So if you have 99 tiles, one engine will push your raft. If you have over 99, hit the 100 to 101, your raft will require 2 engines. So on and so forth as you get more tiles put down, the bigger your raft is. A lot of people don't, a lot of videos that I've seen don't really go over that 100 mark, so they only need one engine, or they get confused and they forget that they need more and their engine isn't really working properly. But later this season, you'll be able to see that. Alright, so let me just dump all these resources in their appropriate boxes. And yeah, I can hear Bruce tearing part of my ship. Just gonna look. Yeah, it's a non-essential part, so I don't need to repair it right now. Alright, the rocks go in here. Rope goes down here. And, oh yeah, I wanted to show you this. If you look down on my hotbar, you can see there, I can drink the soup. If you watch my food meter on the left, see the little green right there? So now, instead of having the regular amount of health, if you notice, I now have more than just the minimum. And if I drink more soup or more of the hearty meals, this will fill up. And it takes quite a while for that to drain before it starts draining the main part. So that's always helpful later, well, throughout the whole game it's really helpful because you don't have to eat as often. Alright, we're going to kill this bird. Grab our... Oh, we got 2 of them. Good. Oh, something about your arrows. They do have an element of drop to them. So that's kind of one of the, for all the non-realistic things in this game. Oh, I didn't mean to pick that up. For all the non-realistic things in this game, one of the realistic things that they did put in is the drop rate on your arrows. So I'll show you what I mean. So if I fire this straight out, you're going to be able to see how it drops. So if you want it to go further, you have to raise it up higher. Goes a little bit further. Raise it up even higher, it'll go further. So when you're shooting things, you have to take that into account. And yeah. So it's kind of fun. I like the arrows. They're not expensive to make. To make an arrow, you just go down under your weapons tab here. You make your bow. It costs all of this to make. And then you have plastic and metal arrows. I don't really concern myself with the metal ones, being that these are so cheap. With this you have to use 1 metal ingot for 6 arrows. Yes, they kill things faster. And still, I could just use these guys and just shoot a few more arrows. Alright, so let's go ahead and let's get to it. Here is the battery. And what you do is you take the battery, you put it inside of here, and you turn it on. Now, when you turn it on, it's going to tell you requires higher altitude. So that means either this item here or your antennas need to be higher. So we don't want to leave the battery in there because the battery will start draining. I'm going to presume that the thing that needs to be higher is this guy right here. So we're going to test that out. There is a way to get it just right, where you don't have to have them so high. It may continue telling you, oh, it must be higher, or either the receiver or the antennas need to be higher. But I found in a previous gameplay that that's not exactly the case. It's a matter of the right height of the receiver to the actual antennas. So as you can see, these antennas are way up here and this receiver's down here. It's possible that it's telling me this one needs to be higher. And if that's the case, then I'm just going to move these antennas down. But before I do that, I want to test my theory here. We're going to put a, do I want the angle one there? Yeah, I think I do. Yeah, I do. Okay. And let's put this antenna up here, and we'll give that a shot, see if that works. Put the battery back in. Turn it on. Yep, requires higher altitude. Alright, so that means that these antennas are too high for the receiver to register them. So we're going to lower the antennas, because I don't want to have to rebuild this entire navigation deck. I may do that in a future episode, but as of right now, I have no interest in reorganizing those. So I'm going to do this like this and see if it works. Put this here so it's not in my line of sight. It is a little bit. Maybe we want to move that over. Maybe even move it further out. Alright, now let's put the battery in. That should do the trick. Nope, requires higher altitude. So what needs to be higher? Alright, so we're going to have to test this out to see if this is the item that needs to be higher. It's possible that it does. So we will move this. Let's see, can we put an extra tile out here? Maybe, maybe not. Oh, we can do that. I wonder if it'll let me put one over here. Nope. Let's see. I have those there. It would be really nice if I could put that there. Maybe not. I guess not. Okay, so if that's the case, let's we'll raise you up. And we'll put this over here, that over there. We're going to need some... I don't want to run into that because that'll change the trajectory of my ship. We're going to need some of you. We're going to need some more wood. So I mentioned this in the last episode. I don't like having to scrounge and search through a bunch of different boxes to find what I need. I would much prefer to just know where all my resources is and have plenty of them so that I don't have to actually farm for them. So I created the boxes the way that I did so that I always have a lot of materials ready to go. That looks a little interesting. Maybe we'll keep it that way, I'm not sure. I definitely know I don't want to run into that. So I'm going to drop the anchor so that that'll give time for that to sink. Oh, I didn't get on it. That's another thing. For these guys, you actually have to step on them and then they'll start to sink. And, yeah. So I have that. Maybe... You know what? Let's see. We're going to tear this all down real quick, and then we're going to build up that antenna array, and we're going to make it work. Alright, I don't want to use my metal hatchet, because, well, the metal hatchet's valuable. Looks like that thing sunk. Yep, now I can undo the anchor and let this continue moving. Metal hatchet costs that metal ingot that I don't want to waste, so I'm going to use the wooden hatchet, the stone hatchet, to tear this all down. And I think we're just going to do a quick redesign of this whole area to make it possible for the receiver to work. I think it just needs to be one level higher, possibly up here. Actually, let's test that before we go any further. Let's see, we put... Oh, I'm holding one of the receivers, so I think I need to put this up higher. I think this isn't going to be high enough. I'm pretty sure that won't, but we'll put the battery in anyway. Antenna too close to the other antenna. Okay, so... Let's see what Bruce is chewing on. That's fine. It's non-essential area. Okay. So it wants it at the same level. It says the antenna is too close to the other antenna. Alright, which would mean... Maybe. Let's see if I can do this way. If you recall in a previous episode, I told you guys that I really like symmetry. It's important to me during my gameplays. So I'm going to see if I can't design a little... setup here for a nice little antenna array. There we go. That looks pretty good. I kind of like that. Alright, so we have that. Let's go ahead and put this guy out there. And let's put one of the antennas right here. Then we'll put this guy right there. Let's go grab another one of the antenna. Let's hope that they're far enough apart, otherwise I'm going to have to redesign that. But this is one of my favorite parts of the game, is like the design and redesign and like discovering what looks best, feels good, and just overall is a I love the design part of this game. Alright, so we got those two. Let's try taking this bad boy down and putting him back where it was. Because I kind of did, I did like this setup here. You just turned green, what happened? Alright, whatever, let's just put it here for now and see if it works. Alright, let's pop you in place. Yeah, alright, so it is this guy, it needs to be higher. So that makes it kind of simple. I think the only difference is we're going to need... And yeah, we can just let those... Alright, so this is something to keep in mind when you're letting those catchers catch everything. They will eventually overfill, and then you'll start missing out on the... they'll stop catching. As you can see, those are flowing right through, so you're going to empty these out. So let's handle that real quick. Let's go ahead and finish the demo work. And we'll redesign this front. We know that the receiver needs to be at least one full level, one full floor above the water to be high enough to catch the transmission. Oops, I almost destroyed my clock. Yeah, that's another thing I built. I built a clock. Otherwise, it will destroy the, for it to receive the transmission from the islands that we're going to be going to. So we know it needs to be that high. We're just going to change those smaller pillars right there. We're going to double them up. You could do one tall pillar, but for this instance, I'm going to be doing 2 small pillars so that I can build off of that later. That is a trick with the pillars. If you have one tall pillar, you can only build on top of the tall pillar. If you have 2 small pillars like this, then you can build off of the small pillars in the middle and off the top. So that's just something to keep in mind. So I'm just going to extend those up. I mean, I may even break those down. I don't know. I just want to go ahead and build them for now. So that makes it 1 full floor above. And I think I'm going to put some stairs going up here. Probably right here so that I can get up to the 2nd floor here. And let's go ahead and extend this out to make it look like a ship. So we're going to go up. Ooh, that's kind of cool. Alright, we're going to do that. Let's see. That there, and let's see if this will work. This would be really cool if it does. It does. I didn't really need to grab that. I like that. That looks great. Okay, let's try throwing some stairs right here and see how that does. I need a nail. We go up here, then we would have that and that. I think I like that. That gives it a kind of spaceship sort of feel. Let's see, who wants to see it from the outside? Since we have the materials to do this, let's just grab some plastic and we'll run this out a little bit and see what it looks like from the front. Alright, let's grab that. Huh. I think I like it. Yeah, I do. Alright. And I don't care about Bruce shooting those because these were junk anyway, just I wanted to see the front. And, let's see, let's take this down and see what it looks like if I make this an angled. Haha, I used up all my wood. Let's go ahead and grab some more wood. We can go ahead and dump off the arrows and that to give us a little bit more space in our inventory. Let's put the lights down here, just get them out of our inventory. Throw the clock there. We can put our little wind vane here. We're just putting this stuff down to get it out of our inventory so that we have more space. Alright, so let's see. That's what we're doing. Okay, so let's look over here and see if this will fill in. Yes, it does. And yes, that does. Alright, let's chop this out and do the same thing. Let's look what that looks like from the front. Not bad. It kind of encloses that front end there a little bit. That gives it kind of a... yeah. Gives it a little bit more of a ship look. And then we could put like maybe a door here where you could jump back into the ship if you fell off. Do the same thing on this side. Make a little door here. With a little landing maybe. I don't know. Although I could make a little walkway right there. Possibly. Let's see what it would look like. So we'll put that there. We'll put this here, and then we do it the opposite way there. Oh, I ran out of wood again. Let's go over here. Da, da, da. We can put the plastic away because I don't really need it right now. And we will put that there, that there, that, that. Alright, so that looks pretty good. So I can come up here to use the navigation, and then I could walk back over there. Do we have enough rope? Yeah, let's see what it would look like to put some rope. So we don't accidentally fall down. So we can come from here, we walk up. We're going to go ahead and break this tile and this tile. And we'll put the stairs. We need some nails. Oh, the shelf is in the way. By the way, I forgot to mention, these guys you get by fishing. So you use the fishing rod and you just keep fishing, and every now and then you'll pull up some strange thing from the bottom of the ocean and becomes your new, whatever you want to call it, your new, what's blocking that? I guess it's these guys. It becomes a new thing to put on a shelf somewhere. Get that working. Anyway, I'm just setting this stuff out to get it out of my inventory. I don't know if there's some type of achievement that you get for grabbing these things. Maybe you do, maybe you don't. I have no idea. But since I did find them, I want to hang on to them until I know if it's you collect them all, there's an achievement. Let's finish the design here. So we'll grab some more rope. Let's make a rope this off so we don't accidentally fall through while we're running around and doing stuff. Alright, perfect. So now I can come down here and collect all the stuff from the catchers. Let's make sure that Bruce hasn't destroyed an essential part. Nope, we're good. So yeah, with that I can like collect all this stuff, run up here to do navigation, or run up here into the storage area. I like the way that looks, so we're going to keep it as such. And let's take a look at our front end, see if we like the way it looks. You know, I'm really digging that. I think it's, yeah, almost like, for those of you who are Trekkies, it's almost like the beginning of a bird of prey, the Klingon bird of prey. A little bit. But yeah, anyway, let's go ahead and run up here and build out our setup. We'll do a quick check and see if this is going to work. Okay. I still find it odd I couldn't find that thing. Yeah, we're just going to test this for now and see if it works. If it does, great. If not, we'll have to figure something else out. Antenna, wrong altitude. Alright, so where's that other antenna? We have 1, 2. Is the other one down here? I think I might be losing my marbles here. 1. Ah. Too close to receiver. Wrong altitude. Oops. So what I'm doing right now is I'm trying to figure out what altitude this wants it at. So these, I think, are too close to each other. Let's try putting that up here. Let's get rid of this. It's in my way. I've done it twice now. Alright, let's try this again. There we go. Alright, let's go ahead and put an angled one there. Put this antenna up here. Let's see what it says. Wrong altitude. Alright. So we know that's too high. Now, yes, you could just start Google searching and find what the right altitude is. For me, I think this is part of the fun of the game is, you know, the experimentation to find what works, what doesn't work. Yeah, so, you know, maybe it works, maybe it doesn't, but you know, I kind of like figuring it out without looking it up. Alright, so let's see. Yep, antenna 1 and 2 are good. Now, I wonder, could I get away with it right there? I don't think so. Nope, too close to the receiver. Okay. You could put it just right there. Why not? Yes! Alright, so we have accomplished it. So we know they have to be on the same level as this. Alright, so now, yeah, I got enough. I'll go ahead and build this out a little bit further so I can work on the front of the ship. Alright. Another nail. Alright, now let's see if it'll let me put that back. Yes, it will. Now, if I break this... Nice! Alright, that means I can put... I could always put the sail at a higher level somewhere else. I don't have to have it right here, because once I have the rudder up front here, I'm not going to need that sail up front anymore. The sail will just be not that and that. And we will put navigation there. We'll put the rudder right here so that we can navigate that way. We'll put this right here so we can see it. Still put the rudder right in the middle so we can steer. Turn that on, we'd steer, we just come around and put that in. Put the battery in there. So let's grab this box. The box can go under the table if it will. Please, please, please. No? Fine. That. Batteries will go inside of there. I have a good view of the whole ocean this way. Let's go ahead and finish building this out. 1, 2, 3. We need more rope. Oh, I've got rope. Okay, so that and that gives us our catwalk. More wood and rope. Nice. Okay, so navigation. We have the sail here, but how about we put... fine, we'll put it off to the side. There. That'll be fine for now. I'll stick it up top there somewhere once we build that in. Here we go. Alright, so we're grabbing the battery. We have properly set everything up. We've got three antennas, and the antenna, the receiver. Put the battery in, turn it on, and it's saying too far from receiver. Wow! Okay. There it is. Okay, so that works. Not the prettiest setup, but whatever. Alright, so what I wanted to show you with these guys is when you first turn it on, you have this little guy here. You can move the indicator, which will allow you to change the numbers. Okay? Notice that it's red. When you get on the right number, it will be green. As you explore these major islands, see that little blue one right there that says 1550, 1549, means I'm getting closer to it. It is off to the northwest. I think that's northwest. Yeah, that's northwest. It's off to the northwest, so we would have to point our, our sail to push us in that direction. So if you didn't have a sail, you wouldn't reach it. Something that we didn't cover at the very beginning that you'll be able to immediately access is your journal. So if you press T, it opens up this journal, and you'll be able to read through this. Raft is your home, the hook is your friend, etc., etc. It kind of walks you through some really basics, and it also tells you about the radio tower. So, see how you have this number here, 1007? That tells you that this needs to be tuned to 1007 to find your island. And as you discover new islands, new numbers pop up here for you to explore and discover. So yeah, we're currently working our way that way. As you can see, it's 1449. Little by little, we're getting closer and closer to it. So we're just going to let this continue to drift in that direction. We'll do some inventory maintenance while we wait. We'll feed ourselves and maybe even do a little bit more building. As you can see, we made kind of a cool little extension here. I do want to fill in that gap, so instead of having that angle there, we're going to chop that down and put an angled item in this corner here. See if we can't get it to close off. Maybe, maybe not. Let's see if it'll work. Looks like something is in the way of it, so let's tear this down. We'll tear you down, and then we'll try it again. Alright, so that works. And then I can close that off. We'll increase that. Close those off. Actually, I think I wanted to build, I remember saying I wanted to build like a door here. So maybe we can do that. Probably not at the pillar. We need another piece of stone. Maybe we'll get it by grabbing this stuff. Yeah, we did. Okay, craft another one of those. Let's break this down. I'm curious to see if I can make kind of like an access port. Maybe I can. Maybe I can make it right here. So this would be if I fall off the ship, I can get back on. So let's close. Let's see what it would look like closing this off. I'm just trying different methods of enclosing this. We don't want that. That's getting in the way of us figuring this out. I really want to make this the doorway. So how do I create a door here? That will allow me in and out. I need nails, so let's see if I can make a nail. Yes, I can. I think I want it that way. Yeah, so it opens up inward. How do I close that off? Maybe I make that a wall instead of an angle. Let's see what that would look like. I like using the half walls. I think they look a little bit better. I wonder, could I still make that? I can. Let's see if I can add that there. And can I add... I don't know that it matters much that that's not completely enclosed. I don't like the... I'm not really keen on that look, having it open like that. But, maybe it'll be fine. Let's try putting this there. So from the front, that's not bad. It would be the entryway, and then this could still be leaning out. So it'd be the same thing. Let's see what I did there. We put this up here. Oh yeah, I gotta build the wall first. And then add the external. Maybe not an angled one. Maybe that's... No, it has to be an angled one. Oh, I see how I can do this. Okay. So in case you've been wondering, what I'm doing is just I'm trying to find a nice way to enclose this access point on this side. Oh, I just had it. There we go. Now, if that will allow me to build this, destroy this, build that? No? Yes? Maybe? Maybe... Maybe not, just maybe that. Let's see, if I can destroy this and that other will stay up, then that's perfect. Oops. Yeah, that looks good. I mean, both of them have a little open space right there, but I, honestly don't care. That looks a little bit better than that additional stuff that was sticking out, and I could even destroy this. Don't even need it. So if I was stuck in the water, I could just open the door, hop in, close the door, and I'm golden. I like it. All right, so we've solved that. Let's take a look at... see, I told you guys earlier, don't leave the battery in because the battery dies. Well, there you go. You can save your batteries because I believe there's a battery charger. I've never built it before, but I've seen it in the game. So I've never seen it in action, but I've seen that there is a battery charger that you can get. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to build another battery, and we'll stick one in here and see where we're at in relation to... Oh, we're getting close. Good. Put the full battery in there. Can't quite see it yet. We're still 441 nautical raft miles. I don't know if those are real miles or just or not, but we're going to call them raft nautical miles. All right, so let's do a little bit of resource management while we wait on getting there. Let's go take a look where we're at. Ooh, there it is. Okay, so we're going to send this bad boy sideways to get us closer. We're coming up on it. We'll go ahead and take that out since we're already here. We're going to grab the additional items that we're going to need. I'm going to drop anchor right here. So this is a tip and trick that I learned about our about Raft, is that if your raft is right next to the island, then the shark has the ability to get close to you sooner. Because he patrols the raft. So if you move your raft away from the island just a little bit, it makes it a little bit harder for the shark to get to you because he's going to be circling your raft and you don't have to kill the shark. You can to get the meat and all, of course. But what I find is, you can kill him anytime, so why waste the resources trying to kill the shark when you can just park your ship a little bit further away from the raft and you'll be fine. So if I recall correctly, I really don't need a whole lot for this particular excursion. I will want another metal hook so that I can farm the underground, the ocean floor faster. But I don't need an axe or anything like that because I don't think there's anything to kill on this one. So we're going to go ahead and make another metal hook. We need scrap, 6 of them. Perfect. 2 rope. Got it. 4 planks. And a bolt. 1 bolt or 2 bolts? 1 bolt. Perfect. Craft that. We'll put that up there. I don't need the bow and arrow for this excursion because there's not anything to kill on here. I don't need my axes. I will take the spear because I do plan on killing Bruce this one. 1, because I want the meat, and 2, because there's some underwater stuff that I want to farm. So So I've drank plenty of water for now. I'll keep the water bottle on me. I've cooked that salmon because it gives me 3 full bites. And I'll go ahead and put another one cooking. I guess I already had one cooked. That's okay. I'll put you on there. I'm gonna leave all of that. So I'm only taking a spear, 2 hooks, my flippers, and the oxygen bottle.